Today I'm going to be reviewing the NLT Wide Margin Bible, and this is from Tyndale, and this is a journaling edition. It also is filament enabled, which means you can use it with the Filament app, so it is almost like having a study Bible without having to carry around the heavy Bible with all those notes in it. Now I do have another video where I showed how to use the Filament app in a different Filament Bible, so I will also include that in the description so you can see how to use that app. And in this video, I'm just going to be focusing on this particular Bible and what it looks like, the print size, and all of those details. So this is the ocean blue floral hardcover cloth. So it's cloth over board and is a very beautiful blue color, which I will show you in just a minute. Let's go over some of the features of this Bible. We're going to see a wide 2.25-inch ruled margins. We have a 8-point font, single column typesetting. The words of Jesus are in red. It has a Smithsonian binding, so it's going to lay flat. And then some of the helps you're going to see in the back, which I'll also show you in a minute. We're going to see the Tyndale verse finder, the full color visual overview of the Bible. We're also going to have a presentation page, a ribbon marker, and then the NLT or New Living Translation. So this comes in a sleeve. So pull that out of here. So, I don't know if the camera even will do this color justice. It's a very beautiful blue color. I love the flowers on the front. We have Holy Bible over here. Again, as I mentioned, this is cloth over board, hardcover. We also have this beautiful flower pattern continuing on the spine. We're going to have a blue ribbon marker. No page gilding on this one, which I think is helpful when it's a journaling Bible, because you're just you're using it, you're writing in it, so it's kind of nice to have that just plain edge, not have to worry about marking that up. The back of the cover also has these beautiful flowers on it as well. Okay, so let's get into this here. So first we're going to have a presentation page. Have Psalm 119, 105 over here. Have a table of contents. And then we're going to have some information about the this being a filament enabled Bible, why to use that app, how to get started, where website you can go to learn more about that app. And again, like I said, I'll link my other video of another filament Bible I did where I showed what that app looks like. We're going to have a note to readers, an introduction to the New Living Translation, and then we're going to get into the Old Testament. So this is an 8-point font, nice white paper. Appears to be line matched. So although the font is a little bit smaller, it's very easy to read with that line matching. And I always love single column. You get a lined margin to take notes, or if you like to art journal. The lines aren't terribly dark, so if you wanted to do something like artwork or something in the margin, you could definitely do that in this one. You're going to see next to the page number, there's this little symbol, and that is to scan with your phone or other device to see the content of the Filament app. So this is just a really nice, clean journaling Bible. And it's nice that it has that app with it, because then not only do you have a journaling Bible, but then you can get those study notes and devotional content, which you're not going to see in most journaling Bibles, because the purpose is for you to add your own artwork and notes, so you don't get those other features. But with this Bible, you get the best of both worlds. And it lays flat. It does go just a little bit into the gutter, but also I haven't had this terribly long, so it should loosen up a little bit once you use it too. And I'm holding mine up a little bit for the camera too, so you can see it. So when you lay it flat, that does improve a little bit as well. So let's go back into the New Testament here. Okay, so in the New Testament, we're going to have red letter text, and this red letter is nice and dark. Move that a little closer, so hopefully you can get a good look. Red letter is generally not my preference. However, if it's done in a dark red, as this one is, I don't mind it. It's not a deal breaker for me. I just don't like when it's really light, and it just kind of messes with my eyes a little bit. But this red print in here is nice. It's dark. You could definitely use like gel highlighters in this Bible. And of course the margins are meant for writing. As always though, you want to test any pens that you use, that you want to use, like in the back of the Bible, have a tester page just to make sure you don't get too much like, you know, bleed through or shadowing. But yeah, this would be a great Bible for, it could be an all-purpose Bible for journaling. You can get those study notes and devotional content on the Filament app. So it's kind of, like I said, the best of both worlds. You can have everything with this Bible. And it comes in several different cover choices as well. I just thought this blue cover was beautiful. The color of it and the flowers, and it's really pretty. But they also have an imitation leather in a brown color. It has like a leaf pattern on it. So it's not quite so girly, I guess, as this one is with the flowers, but also very beautiful. And there is a black cover as well, and I think that's a hardcover. Okay, at the end of the Bible, then, you're going to have the Tyndale Verse Finder, which is always really helpful. You're going to have different topics like accountability, adoption, adultery, advice, etc. So when you look up the topic that you're looking for, it gives you scripture verses and where to find those verses to go with each of those topics. Okay, then we're going to get into a visual overview of the Bible. So you're going to get an introduction here. And then you're going to see some traditional maps, but I like how this also includes some things that you don't always see at the back of a Bible. So that has like the World of the Patriarchs map. That's something you see often in other Bibles. But then we have a visual of the 10 plagues of Egypt. We have an Exodus from Egypt map, which is something you would typically see, but you're going to see just these little visuals sprinkled in that you don't get in a lot of other Bibles, so that's a nice feature. This is Israel's annual calendar, 12 tribes of Israel map, the kingdoms of Israel, and this is a really neat one. This is the book of Psalms. And it breaks it up into different categories for the Psalms, like praise, thanksgiving, trust, wisdom, royal. Then we have God is King, Messianic, Zion, lament, and vindication. And then it gives you each psalm number and breaks it down by color code for those topics. And also, depending on the length of the psalm, the size of the circle will be bigger. So we know 119 is much longer, so that's a bigger circle. Then we have the prophets, map of the exile. We have the ministry of Jesus. And then this is the prophecies of the Messiah. So it gives you an Old Testament prophecy and then the New Testament fulfillment. So I love that. That helps you tie all of Scripture together, which is always a big goal of mine. Then we have the first journeys of Christian leaders, Paul's missionary journeys, and then finally we end with the Old Testament in the New Testament. So you'll get terms like the Son of Man, 4 living beings, the 4 horsemen. So these are from Revelation, and then it tells you like where you saw that prophecy in the Old Testament. Okay, so that is the NLT Wide Margin Filament Bible edition. Again, it's in the NLT. It's from Tyndale. The NLT is very easy to read, so it's helpful in that way. We also have the margins for journaling, and then we have all those colorful resources in the back of the Bible, plus the Filament app capability. So if you're looking for a really nice journaling Bible with a lot of extra features, this would be one to pick up.